Good morning. It's a beautiful morning in Whangarei. I thought we'd do an update. It's November, probably mid-November, of what's happening in the garden. And this is a Davison plum. So it's quite, it's a plum they use for jam rather than an eating plum, but you can see it's all coming out in flower, and soon that will be replaced by fruit. Behind it there is one of my mango trees. Let's go and have a little look around the garden. Here's the ginger popped up for spring. Has the small buds at the bottom that you eat, or the small flowers. There's none at the moment, but you don't eat the roots, you eat the flowers that sort of appear at the bottom. Got a couple of additions to the garden, putting more sort of decorative plants and flowering plants in the garden to make it visually look quite nice and to attract the bees. Got a lot of fruit fall. We have a lot of citrus trees and they're full of fruit. I take some to work on regular occasions, but there's still way too much citrus. The blueberries looking good, so I might even get some blueberries if the birds don't get them. Another one. And we have this wild strawberry as a ground cover, and orange berry. So I'm trying to use lots of ground cover to stop the amount of weeding that we're doing. The starfruit is just sort of waking up from winter, looking a little battered, but still hanging in there, so that's really great. It's a great big tea plant, and in the distance is more citrus, and you can probably see one of our banana rack. So I believe that's a ladyfinger banana rack, and that's the nectarine tree. So we'll pop round there. Here we have another blueberry. Over here is a tropical guava. So here's the nectarine. It's got a little bit of, I'm not sure what you call that, but it seems to happen to the nectarines. We don't really spray it, we do everything sort of as organic as possible. But you can see I've added more flowers and comfrey and what have you in here. This is a normal ginger, like an eating ginger. On the other side we've got the pomegranate. I believe this is a pear tree, and this one is a dwarf Cavendish. I'll keep going down, further down the pathway here. Oh, I forgot to show you the serviceberry. And the serviceberry's just coming out in blossom, and there's sort of small berries starting to appear on that. So that's Canadian serviceberry. This banana here is the Cavendish, and it's looking great. We're going to probably have to take some pups off that one. Here is a young jackfruit, which we took as a sort of cutting off our existing jackfruit that's further up the property. And on the side we've got a cherry coming back into life. We've sort of cut it, tried to keep these smaller than the trees that were existing on the property. And up here I've got a small carob, which I've grown from seed. Will pop up here later. Up here is my Brazilian grape and the possible cherry Rio Grande, which has got some fruit on it. So it'll be interesting to see what the fruit turns out like, and then we can identify it correctly. There's a pepino, so hopefully that survives. I haven't been very fortunate with getting that established. There's another tree, I'm not 100% sure what it is. Looks like a plum. It was here. Oh, good news, my longin, which I believe is this one here, I don't know if you can see it up there, it looks like it's fruiting. It's got flowers developing, so I'm hoping that develops into fruit. This way we have got a Tamarillo. We're the only one that survived winter. And Feijoa tree. Over here we have a Japanese raisin, which we've also cut back a little bit, but looks like it still needs a bit more pruning out. And this is a avocado. This is Cleopatra. She did have a little fruit developing on it, but that's fallen off. Let's go through here. And the papayas are still here, so we're hoping they will now ripen. They've come through winter, so that's its name there. Yeah, so I'll pop back down. And this plum tree, which has been here when we bought the property, it's all coming out in plums. We've cut it back, but it looks like it might need cut back again because it's beginning to shade the longin tree, and that's why it wasn't developing anything. And pop over to this side. Okay, here's our black mulberry tree. It's doing really well. It's grown a lot since we've planted it. Further up the hill we've got custard apples. We've actually got a macadamia up there, a small one. More bananas, Mexican sunflower. This is one of our white sapote trees. Another one over here. And behind us is our grapefruit, which did amazingly well again. You probably see the odd grapefruit on the ground. And over here is where I tried to grow peanuts, but not very successful. So obviously not getting enough sun. Excuse the noise, we do live in town, so that's what you can hear in the background. Another pomegranate tree. Another, I think this is a mountain pawpaw. We're just trialling some dragon fruit down here on this trellis. These ones are red. See how they go. Yesterday Craig did a lot of work around this particular banana. As you can see, he's dropped all the banana bits around the bananas and cut it back. This is a plantain banana, so it's a cooking banana. So we've got a lot of bananas to eat at the moment, as well as ladyfingers. This is an ornamental papaya, I believe. It's just sort of going to come out in flower. This is another avocado, which we had thought had died, but it's coming back to life. And this one's a red avocado. Further down the hill we've got a brown fig. I think it's a turkey fig, I think they're called. Down there's a pear tree. Got another pear tree here. Planted some swan plants for the butterflies. I think this is a lemon. Another plum tree over there. This one is the blue java. And we'll just pop down to the bottom of the section. Well, this one is a yellow guava. It's going to have fruit again this year. We'll just pop down to the bottom of the section, and we're going to be developing this bit probably later. I hope to have a great big greenhouse on it, but we'll see. But at the moment we have decided to start planting some bananas down here. So we have got Goldfinger. I'll put some pineapples here. I'm not sure how well they'll do. This is another blue java. Smaller one. Oh, and this is the black fig. That's a new addition. And this banana is Highway Noon. Another big plum tree, which we have cut down but has gone mad again. And we just pop back up into the garden, or the top part. This is another guava, just tropical guava. And here's another tropical guava. This is another banana type, and looks like the sign's just been blown over by the wind. So that is a Williams, and it's right beside my other mango, which is busy flowering. So sort of down the bottom coming up, looking upwards. So there's a small peach tree there. That's my yellow mangosteen, which we hope does a little better. We've sort of cut the trees back around it, hoping it will do better. Got taro in the garden. Another big custard apple. Cinnamon cherry, we've cut this one back a bit. Probably needs a bit more because it's, the fruit's too high in the plant, and the birds get it before we get it. There's another plum. Down here we're doing another dragon fruit area. More bananas. Oh, and I decided to go ahead and plant my pecan. So this is my pecan. And then along the fence we've popped tamarillos and what have you. Passion fruit. Hoping to grow that up there. And on this side, looking up, we've got custard apples, another mulberry. In the background there we've got a ice cream bean. There's lots of citrus up there. There's a black sapote. Go through